Greetings, dark greetings, Brother Ravana Noon. Today I would like to discuss facing your fears. Throughout my time and years walking the left hand path, conducting classes, one of the biggest things that constantly comes up is facing your fears. It is important to face your fears. There's no ifs, ands, or buts. There's no way around it. You must face your fears, confront your fears. For those fears will constantly and continually rule you and run your life and make you run from things that you should be confronting to overcome, to master yourself. The left hand path is about challenging yourself. If you want to deify yourself, if you want to develop yourself, if you want to grow, transform, you cannot sit there idly and act like I'm transforming to be a god just by mere thought. See, the problem is with people is that they want to be super conscious, but that's just acquiring knowledge, which if you apply that knowledge, it becomes wisdom through experience. But on the left-hand path, we do the vital element that many people miss. We take action. So once you gain knowledge about yourself, and let's say one of your fears is a spider or spiders, or you have arachnophobia, you have to eventually confront that. You cannot run away from your fears. You have to confront those fears, or if not, they will end up ruling you. You have to rule over yourself, and to do that, you must confront that fear. So, on a left-hand path, if you want to confront that fear, one of the things that is possible is to do a ritual with Arachne, who's the spider goddess. And this ritual is an elaborate ritual which will allow you to start to confront those fears within yourself about spiders. You should not ignore it. You should not run from it. It is important that you face these fears. What about if your fears is public speaking? Which a lot of times many people have fear of publicly speaking. You have to confront that as well, because you have a voice and your voice should be heard. But if you don't express yourself, if you don't speak on those things that are within yourself, your throat chakra will start to get blocked. And you'll start to develop physical symptoms because of that. Well, as opposed to the right-hand path where you can meditate it away, send love to it and hug it and embrace it, and then you just ignore it by saying, I release it into the universe. That's some bullcrap, okay? You cannot just release it, because when you release something, it will reverse back on you because you haven't dealt with it. And what I mean by dealing with it is first identifying where and how, where and when it began. Two, then you're going to start to learn how it's affected your life over and over and over, and how it's still affecting your life. And then three, once you identify, you confront that within yourself. You see how it rules you or controls you, and you confront that. You now are going to take the mask off of that which you gave power to, and comes the third step. The action, where you destroy that which no longer serves you, which in this case we're discussing your fears. You must destroy your fears. And unless you confront those fears, you will forevermore be ruled by them. You will cower away from them. You will do everything in your power to avoid facing your fears. And that is because you've given your power away to something outside of yourself. If you're going to be a true God over yourself, if you're going to be a deified, you're going to be stronger than ever. You must challenge yourself. There's no way around it. I hear people when they tell me, oh, and I just realized this, and I saw this, and this happened in a ritual, that's great. But you must now take action by devouring, absorbing that, if you can transmute it to something beneficial, and if you can't, destroy that shit completely. Get rid of it and eliminate it completely. Because it's all about you. On a left-hand path, you say it's about path of self-deification. Well, then it's all about you. And in order to deify yourself, you gotta be a God that deals with the good, the bad, the ugly, and the beautiful. See, we like to pat ourselves on the back for the good. We like to pat ourselves on the back or on the chest because we've done something wonderful and great. But what about confronting your weaknesses? What about embracing those weaknesses so you can do work on those weaknesses to either transmute it to some strength or just eliminate it? But it's not eliminating by releasing it, letting go, and like, oh, it's so just wonderful. I released it. I'm so divine and pure now. Bull crap. That's right-hand path mentality. It only works for so long, then it comes back. This is why people who are on the right-hand path tend to do this repetitive cycle of doing things over and over and over. They'll get fined for a little while, then they'll go right back to where they were. It's because they're releasing. They're not challenging themselves to confront those things and master those things about themselves. So it comes down to you do the work or you don't. Because ultimately, it all comes down to you. Sure, myself, Brother Beniti, and others, we offer classes, but they're just that, classes. Meaning, you still have to do the work. I'm not going to do it for you. Beniti's not going to do it for you, and other people are not going to do it for you either. You have to do the work. It's your life. It's your issues, problems, behavioral issues, or whatever the case may be. So you have to do the work for yourself. You have to take initiative to say, I'm going to do the work to be the master over myself. I'm not going to play with this. I'm not going to hide from myself. You have to face it. It pains me because I started a shadow work class, which is going really good right now. But some people dropped out before they even started. It pains me because you are doing a disservice to yourself, not me. I don't care if you stay in the class or not, because you decided to sign up, then you run from the class, which means you're still running away from yourself. Either now or later, you're going to have to face yourself regardless. And this has happened in multiple classes that I've taught. There's just people that just fade away and just can't do the work, or they just can't face themselves. Well, that's not the day and time we're in. In 2020, it's a whole new level that we're going to. Some of y'all may have heard Brother Beniti announce this on his channel. So I'm going to announce it on this channel, my channel. Number one. We're starting a Patreon page. He has his page, I have mine. The Patreon page is the Black Serpent Clan. There's going to be membership there. This is for the people who are truly sincerely wanting to walk the left-hand path. This is not for the people who want to dibble and dabble. This is not for the people who think they know what they're doing or have it all figured out because they're super conscious. This is for people who sincerely want to walk this path. So the Patreon page is going to be divided into 3 different tiers. There's a tier of $5. For a $5 membership, you get a certain amount of material available to you, things like that. Second tier, you get a snippet of the rituals. You'll get some information that we're not going to put out in public or do public videos on YouTube. You'll get more private information that should be kept within your bony cage. That should be kept within your sacred temple, yourself, sacred temple, and not shared with everybody, because some people will damage and misuse it. And then the $25 tier, you're going to get full exclusive clips of ritual work, actually doing rituals, group rituals, solo rituals, so you can learn how to work this best for yourself, plus further information and classes, live chat classes where we can discuss more in-depth information than we can on YouTube. So that, turning into the new year, that's when we'll roll out the process of membership. It's already set up on my Patreon page, the Black Serpent Clan. Go there and start signing up for membership. Pick one of those levels so that we can get this popping. Second, we are midway, going into past midway for the shadow work class. After the shadow work class will be the necromancy class. The necromancy class, the curriculum is laid out, everything is set up. It's going to be about a 12-week class, but because it's highly intensive work, I can only limit this first go round for the necromancy class. I can only limit it to 15 people in the class. 15 people is all I can limit it to. I'm sorry, I would like to do more, but unfortunately I can't. We can only limit it to 15 people because of the work and its intensity. It wouldn't be fair because I wouldn't be able to put and provide the time that it takes to do this. I wouldn't be able to do that for everybody. Okay? So, being that said, you have an opportunity now to sign up for the necromancy class. I announced this yesterday. I gave first dibs to the shadow work class members. So now I'm opening it up to everybody else. The necromancy class will begin the first week of February. However, because I'm going to keep repeating this, I can only have limited amount of people in the class because of the intensity of the work. I've already had 6 people sign up when I offered it and opened it up to the shadow work class members. I only have 9 seats left. 9 seats left for the necromancy class. You have to sign up from today to January 1st. I will not accept anybody after January 1st. I will not add on additional seats because of the intense work that is done. So you have till January 1st to do the class, to sign up for the class. I have 6 people already. There's only 9 seats left. And it's going fast. Like I said, I just announced this late last night, and I already have 6 people signed up. I only have 9 seats left, so sign up by January 1st, and we will get the necromancy class going by February, and this will give you time to prepare for that class. Once I have all 15 people signed up by January 1st, I will announce the books you need and any material you will need to be in the class. So you have a month to prepare, month and a half to prepare for that class, because you're going to need ritual tools and things of that nature. Okay? So this will give you a month to acquire all the tools necessary if you don't have them. So if you are interested, you have to January 1st. The amount for the class is $75. For a Necromancy class, that's a wonderful price. $75. 6 people already signed up. 9 seats left. Book yours by January 1st. So that's the announcements I have to update you. And we're going into this new year, 2020. I'm weeding out the people who are not sincere or serious. People who just want to dibble and dabble. If you really want to walk this left-hand path, we're going to open up to more information and ritual work that we will not present in public. Sign up on Patreon. It's already up and ready for you to sign up. Or you can wait till the new year to sign up. But the Necromancy class, you have to January 1st. Now, back to fear. Some of y'all have fears of graveyards. Some of y'all have fears of working with spirits that have deceased or spirits of the dead. The Necromancy class will be a good class for you to challenge yourself in those aspects. It really would be a wonderful class for you to challenge yourself. If you have fears in those areas, especially, you would want to sign up for that. We're going to open this or take this to another level this year. I'm not going to be giving out free stuff like I have in the past. I'm not going to do a lot of that, because what happens with that is that people take things for granted, and if they're not really sincere, then they just become knowledge junkies, and the left-hand path is not for knowledge junkies. Yes, we acquire knowledge, but we are here to practice, apply, live by the knowledge that we are learning. We are taking action. If you're not willing to take action, this might not be the path for you. It's all about action, not possible action. Maybe I'll do it. Maybe I'll get to it. No, it's about consistency. You have to be consistent in your work. People who are in the shadow work class are starting to understand what I mean by consistency. If you really want to develop yourself and take yourself to another level, you will start practicing and mastering discipline and being consistent. You will start to develop that skill. It will help you in the long run and will only lead you to greater heights. Only lead you to greater heights. Now, let me also make this clear. For some people who haven't signed up for the classes, but you're still doing some kind of rituals, you will have emotional problems that will surface. You may cry because you're breaking or destroying blockages or obstacles of things you've repressed and suppressed within you. So in this work, it's a very chaotic, rageful, destructive energy that is sometimes activated, and when it breaks through these things, it will come to the surface. When you start finding out things about yourself and who you really are, not who you created yourself to be, but who you really are, you might get depressed. You might feel sad. It's all a part of the process for your awakening. So do not get discouraged. Do not give up. Keep going. It's a part of the process. This is highly, highly intense work, with a lot of energy involved. And that will shock you sometimes. It will open you up to different things about yourself that you never knew existed. So don't fight it. Don't go against it. Just be consistent on the work, and you'll start to understand, oh, I see what's happening. Oh, I get it now. Okay, I understand more about myself. Okay, now I know what I have to do. This is when you will start to learn what challenging yourself really means and how it's developing you, how it's assisting your growth. So, keep that in mind as we go forward. You have to continue facing your fears. If you're afraid to go into the closet when the light is off, you got to face that. One day you're going to have to walk into that closet with the light off. Stop running. You're going to have to face it. So, might do you well to start now. Get busy. Work it. Don't run from it. Again, let me finish this up. The Necromancy class, $75, will be a 12-week class. The curriculum is already laid out. I can only have 15 people in the class. 6 people have already signed up. There's 9 seats left. You have to January 1st to sign up. If you want to sign up, you can cash at me at $, use the actual symbol, $Ravana, R-A, and it's a capital R, R-A-V-A-N-A, 9, the number 9. So cash at me at $Ravana, R-A-V-A-N-A, the number 9, $75. If you are not able to use Cash App for whatever reason, because I know in Canada they don't have Cash App or place like that, then you would use PayPal. PayPal, and that's the information there is the word the, Black Serpent Clan at gmail.com. Again, PayPal is the Black Serpent Clan at gmail.com. In the Necromancy class, you will learn what the difference is between conjuring and summoning. There is a major difference. You will learn the major difference between evoking and invoking. You will learn how to distinctly define and understand the difference between the two and how to use the two. You will understand the importance of the skull. You will understand the importance of how to utilize your own energy to activate your instruments or your tools. You will understand that there is a way to enter a graveyard without your pompous butt just walking in there like you all that. There is a way to show respect and honor the spirits that have been deceased. You will learn the proper way to do that. You will learn the importance of graveyard dirt. You will learn how to summon demons or conjure demons or invoke or evoke demons, not just to do work for yourself, but to do work on yourself. That and much, much more is offered in the Necromancy class. So once again, I hope to see y'all signing up for that. If you miss it this go round, catch it the next time. All right. Dark blessings to everyone. See y'all soon.